And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Washington Redskins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Slow.
Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Slow.
Now Taylor. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, 15. Hey, 35.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Smith now to throw. Being chased out left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Geis receives the pitch. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Geis with the carry on second down. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going up top. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the Giants ready to come out now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Slow. Two jet.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Slow. Slow. Z. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, it's Taylor. To Barkley on the check down. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Slow.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The toss out to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On third down, Taylor. He finds Beckham, complete. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Slow.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Under.
On second down, Taylor. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, this is Geis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw on second down is Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Redskin first down as Smith hits Crowder. Liz. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. From the 50, it's Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Slow.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Taylor looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Taylor. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Rosas puts this one through. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Rosas now to kick this one away. And here come the Redskins now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Smith, he'll check it down to Geis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Dumps it off for Geis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Smith now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. From the red zone now, Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run with Geis. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Slow. Ready. Flag, 32.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Slow. Under. Watch the twist.
Again, it's Barkley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Smith. That is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Smith on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 52. 52. Regular. Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
They snap it to Smith. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And New York set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. 82 is mine. I got 82. 82 is mine. Slow.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Go. Under. Watch out. Check 26.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Geis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad,
and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Slow. Three down. Watch 85. Ball's going 85. Watch 85.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Third and long, it's Taylor. He finds Coleman. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now Saquon Barkley. There he goes inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Slow.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Two jet. Check. 53's right. Check. 53's
A handoff to Barkley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Barkley, toss play left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, here's Smith. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Redskins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Smith. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
We got three. Three down. Alert three. Yeah, 52.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He'll get it up the middle. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
Check three.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Rosas now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last throw here for Smith. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.